Hi, my name is Rachel and welcome to How to Connect to Goddess Egeria. Egeria is an ancient Roman water goddess and also the numen of a spring in Nemi, numen being a guardian spirit of a place. In ancient Roman legend, she was also the consort and the advisor of the second king of Rome, Numa. She was the goddess that inspired him and gave him the instruction on the activities, the rituals, the incantations to introduce to ancient Roman religion. She is a goddess of wisdom. She's also a guardian of rite and ritual and a protector of women in childbirth. She can inspire you to discern the rituals, the structure that you may want as part of your spiritual or religious life. Find out those things that you may want to do to enact to bring you fulfillment and satisfaction. She can also help you with understanding your unique curriculum. So the experiences of your life, the reason why you're here, your sacred purpose, why you look and sound the way you do. What is it all about? She will help you to discover that. So here are my top 3 tips for connecting to her. My first tip is to connect to her as a guide that is going to help you with your curriculum of life. So like I said, you are completely and utterly unique, and so is this lifetime. You are here for a reason. The way that you are made is absolutely perfect. It was meant to be. And so you have certain experiences that are going to crop up in your life that are going to be about your life lesson. What is it that you need to learn in this life? What is your unique wisdom? So wisdom is going to come from the experiences that you have. That curriculum, that teaching, like going to school, you know, your school of your life and all the things that you are specifically meant to learn. So I actually have some journaling prompts that you can use with her to explore this. I'm going to read them out loud now. So if you want a pen and paper, then you can write them down now. But I will also put them down below in the description of this video. So the first question is, what are the repeated lessons that keep cropping up for you in your life experience? And what do they tell you about what you are here to learn? I also want you to think of a quote that means a lot to you. So an inspirational one. This is a quote that keeps cropping up that for some reason just really appeals to you. Like you can probably think of one now when I'm saying it. There will be a quote that you always remember, and I want you to reflect about and journal why that quote is important to you. What does it reflect about your values and also your ambitions, about what inspires you as well? So just as she supported Numa, we're bringing forth wisdom to create the foundation of a religious institution. She can also help you to understand why you are here. So she helped him to do this. That was his purpose, his sacred role. What is yours? She's going to help reveal that to you. My second tip is to create your own daily ritual. And ritual is about coming into sacred place and space, taking a moment for pause, for reflection, for connection. We want to do this daily to regulate our nervous system, help us bring calm and relaxation, but also connection to ourself, maybe to the divine, to our aspirations or goals for that day, or just to bring a moment of peace and pause and to step away from the busyness and the craziness. So I want you to come up with something that is going to be a daily ritual for you. I want you to make it achievable. Often we can set things that are really big and grand, but they're not achievable. We're setting ourselves up for failure. So thinking of something that is a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. If you have the time and the discipline and the devotion, you can try something that is 20, 30 minutes longer. But you want something that you can really keep to, that is practical. Some ideas for you around this is to sit down with a glass of water or a herbal cup of tea for 5 minutes. You have a seat where you go, everything else is switched off, and you just sit in silence while you drink that cup of tea or listen to music. You may want to anoint your body a specific time of day, maybe in the morning or in the evening, with, say, essential oils or flower essences on your wrists or your heart. You may want to smell that essential oil and take one deep breath, and that's just enough for you. You may want to have a specific window, perhaps, or a picture or an altar that you go to. You may want to have a specific time, or just as you're passing it, make it somewhere that you will pass frequently. Every time you stop, there you pause, you take 4, 7 deep breaths to really connect in that place. You may also want to have an affirmation that you stick on your fridge or on your mirror, and every time you see it, you just say that. Something simple, but something that is going to create a structure, a pausing point that's going to really nourish and nurture you. My third tip now is to connect to her as a goddess of incantations and prayers. So many students say to me, I have no idea what I want to say when I want to make a prayer. I want to ask, but I don't know how to address it. So I have got a formula for you that I want to share with you that might help you and support you in any time that you do want to ask or you do want to pray to whoever it is that you are connecting to. So again, I'm going to read this out for you. But I'm also going to write it down below in the description or in the comments that will be down there below for you. So I want you to imagine when you're saying a prayer or you want to talk the divine, imagine you're writing a letter or an email perhaps. So you're going to start off by addressing whoever it is that you're appealing to or talking to. You may even want to start like a letter going, dear, la la la. So that'd be, dear creator, divine, universe, a specific goddess perhaps. And then it's really important after to then say your name. So really just sharing who you are, the name that means something to you. So I, Rachel. Or if you have a particular name that is like your religious name perhaps or something, your birth name, your full name, a nickname, just something that means something. And then you're going to make some kind of reverence to them. So I honor you, I celebrate, I thank you. An appeal would follow that. So please hear my request or bless my or help with. And then I invite you to then share as much or as little as you want. Know that they are listening. Most definitely the universe, the creator is listening, and share everything with them. As a friend, no one else is listening. You can be honest, you can be open, and they're never going to say, shut up, you're talking too much. As much or as little as you want. And then following this, as was common, in ancient Roman kind of invocations or prayers or offerings or votives, they would offer something in return. Their religion was very transactional. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think that you could just offer your willingness, like, I will do this. I promise to show up for myself. I am working towards this and I will take these steps, or help me, support me as I inspire to. Or you can give an offering, you can burn incense at this point. You could say, I promise to show up, to meet you in the middle. I promise to meet you in regards to this. So you do something, but I'm also going to work towards it as well. And then you just want to complete this by saying thank you. And in any way that you would, end a letter or an email, with best wishes, with love, with gratitude, thank you. Maybe not yours sincerely, but something, just a way of saying thank you. And that's it. It doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be over the top, just simple. It's the fact that you are setting that intention, and words have power. So if you want to involve, Egeria in any of these invocations or in any of the affirmations or the daily rituals that I mentioned before, then you may also want to include water in this. You may want to have that glass of water as your daily ritual. Go to perhaps a bowl of water that has a floating candle in it. You know, maybe you have a place that you have a spring or you have a river nearby, would be a wonderful way to connect with and honor her. If you have any questions or anything you want me to elaborate on or to share more about, then please do just ask in the comments. If you want to know more about ancient Roman religion, the gods and goddesses of Romans, then I am a best-selling author on those subjects, and I'll pop the links down below so you can learn more about Roman goddesses. Check out this playlist that has many Roman gods and goddesses coming up and how to connect with them. So you may want to hit subscribe. Also, you can come in and share anything with me in my Facebook group or here in the comments, any reflections, your biggest takeaways. I would love to hear from you and connect with you further in any way here or on social media. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope this supports, inspires and nourishes you, and many blessings for your continued journey with Egeria. Much love.